everyone, and welcome to the pilot episode of Q7. We believe this will be the world's first poker show to feature a panel of 7 women and a special guest. On this week's players panel, we have a lady who worked her ass off for her spot in the top 10 finalists for the VR Ambassador, Queen of Pennsylvania, and everyone's favourite beggar, it's Cash Me In! On an alt account today, due to technical issues, once met you'll never forget, proud cat owner and Queen of Toronto, it is Smells So Good. Representing the low stakes ladies, she'll be coming round the mountains when she comes, Queen of Colorado, it's Bird Dog. The infamous and effervescent Queen of Devon, Double Trouble, it's Baby Bubbles, over there. Queen of the Netherlands making her debut on the PokerStars VR Twitch and hoping this sit and go will make her rich, it's Drown the Witch. That was a lot of rhyming. Also, in the top 10 VR ambassadors, never one to mince her words, and the favourite to become Joe Stapes' next girlfriend, we have Queen of New York, Diva 007. And I'm the Growler, creator of PokerStars VR News on YouTube, Twitch and Twitter, and also the PokerStars VR School website. I am also in the top 10 for Ambassador and the writer of this really terrible script. And I'll be your host today. And this week's special guest here to answer your questions on what an ambassador is, we are honoured to be joined by the multi-talented poker pro, streamer and commentator and PokerStars ambassador, GJReggie! So basically we're playing a 1 million sit and go. We're talking to GJReggie about what it means to be an ambassador, because that is the question on everybody's lips right now, with the ambassador contest coming to a close and nobody knowing what one is.
Now, let's see. Now, what I was telling people about a PokerStars ambassador, I said they could be anywhere from they fly around the world, you stay in all these luxurious hotels,
the river,
or you go to PokerStars and clean their toilets. So I really had no idea.
Somewhere in between the two.
Somewhere between the two.
So
I personally don't think we would be traveling anywhere. I personally think we would be ambassador from our living rooms. I think we are the more cheaper version of ambassador.
Right. And then I said it's probably pretty much a liaison between the players and the devs. So that was, I guess, a PokerStars VR ambassador.
Sure.
But what would a PokerStars ambassador's duties be?
I've really enjoyed being an ambassador for PokerStars, for sure. I've been quite lucky in that I have had a chance to travel a little bit with in the role as well, especially with like the commentating and things, which has been a lot of fun. Kind of to start with, I think because we were very new, because I joined with a bunch of other streamers, so it wasn't just myself that got signed. There was Pie-Face Poker, Pleb Method, and other people as well, who all joined the team at the same time. And we were relatively new and mainly based on Twitch. So yeah, like kind of like you guys, you know, we just stream from our house, from our room, wherever that is, to build an audience, play poker, and represent the brand. But yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it, and very lucky to have the opportunity to work with PokerStars for sure.
Cool.
Now, Chris Moneymaker's been up on the big table a lot on the Uncapped. How would you feel about going up there and playing?
You win
with some big stacked people.
See
if you can get on the leaderboard of PokerStars VR.
I can't say I've played too much VR myself. It's been a lot of fun every time I have been up here, but I'd probably be a little bit out of my depth playing the like high stakes here in the VR world. You guys are all crushers compared to me in this, for sure.
Yeah, you're on our turf now, GJ. I wouldn't like to see us on your turf, though, to be fair.
Exactly.
So why do you think ambassadors are valuable to PokerStars and to the communities?
Well, like the ambassadors are like a bridge between the kind of customer base, right? The people who actually go and play online and at their live games on a daily basis, and we're like their connection to the company as a whole. So I think we bring a lot of value in the sense that a lot of the time we're sort of, to the customers, the people watching, we're their like almost like point of contact and information and where they get their updates, their news, and all that jazz. So there's.
So that side of it would definitely be relevant for VR, for the VR community.
Yeah,
at the moment,
for sure.
At the moment, it relies on people being registered to the Discord to get any information on anything that's happening. So having a person in game that's responsible for being the go-between, so to speak, and sharing information and building hype about things.
Yeah. And it also like reporting feedback and things that you hear from people, whether that's new ideas or just issues that they're experiencing as well. They can kind of go through us, but also from, especially in today's age, it's like content creation, right? It's putting out kind of content and getting the brand sort of building that, and all the publicity that you get from kind of marketing the PokerStars brand through all the content that we create as streamers. I think that's, we can reach an audience that they may not necessarily reach without that.
Wow, Drown the Witch is crushing early. What's happening here?
Raise it.
Why do you have to do this to me, Cash, man?
Oh, you smell? Uh-oh.
How much?
I just want a little double. That's all.
So expensive.
Just want a little taste. That's all. Just a little taste.
I want to know what everyone thinks about there being a female ambassador. I personally feel that it would be really valuable to have a female ambassador in VR because we have more women. Uh-oh.
I'd like to answer that, but right now I have to answer the fact that I'm going to call this or not.
8:05. That's pretty early on.
This is a hand that you would hate to see an ace on the board.
Fold.
I think that was a good lay down. I think I would have laid that down.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to wait for the YouTube video with whole cards to see what she had, Diva 007.
Diva, did you have the ace? Please don't lie to me. Lie to me. Lie to me.
Oh, what's going on here? I'm gonna play a hand. Woo, finally.
Fold. Nice.
Yeah, women, female ambassadors. What's the female to male ambassador ratio currently? I think there's 5 to 13, or is it 4 to 13 now?
What in PokerStars right now?
Yeah.
In terms of like the online ambassadors, I'm pretty sure it's just me and Ava.
Check. The turn
for Team Online.
Player check.
And then for live, I'm trying to think. We've got Jen Shahadi and Fatima left recently. Not sure if you guys heard. You think I know? I know the Team Online much better, but I think it's just me and Ava. And then there's a lot of the guys.
A lot
at
of
least,
guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna say at least 8, 9 guys.
Player bet.
Maybe a few more as well.
That's a call. Showdown. 3 of a kind. You win.
That's where the kings
Nice.
Player
I'll never
folds.
have another good hand again for about 50 more hands.
So what's the kind of
Player folds.
in terms of like players in VR? What's the like
Call.
ratio? Is it like pretty much
pretty
50-50 men and
strong.
women, or is it a lot more?
No, there's still more men than women, but compared to
A lot more.
general general ratios in poker, it's a lot higher. So
Nice.
we have, for this stream, we have a list of about 25 women all on standby, depending on where the special guest is in the world, because obviously we're from all over the world, so time zones are a thing. But to have 25 women willing to come on the stream and play poker, that's why I wanted to do the show, because I don't think there's anywhere else where you have that kind of pool of women where you could do something all female in poker.
Check.
For sure.
Player check.
So it's a lot higher.
Bet.
It's getting higher as well. I think there's a lot of women that come
That's
here
a
and
call.
stay rather than
Call.
come here and feel a bit intimidated and leave. which is really nice.
Fold.
What
And
do you mean
turn.
unknown source? What is
Player
this?
checks.
But we love our female community. We have a real community, don't we, the girls
Bet.
do?
That's really
Fold.
nice. And like every time I've like played VR,
Fold.
even though it hasn't been that often, everyone's always so friendly at the table, really chatty as well. It's always really welcoming. So I think that's something that's probably really enticing for like new players in general, and new female players of course as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we in the VR
Player
community
folds.
firmly believe that this is the future
Fold.
of poker, and that this is where poker's going. And even if it's
Call.
not that like the big EPTs and things are going to move into
Fold.
VR,
Yeah.
Call.
the players that are being brought into this game are the future live players
Raise.
and the
Yeah,
the
sure.
future online players, and this is kind
Player
of the
folds.
foundation and like
That's a
the
call.
grow room for the next generation. So the more women we can
Call.
get in here, the better. Because basically women are
Fold.
better than men at
There's
poker
not
anyway.
really a lot of like, ladies who play this game, is there, though? Really?
Check.
Well, there is compared to how many women play in normal poker. So
Oh,
if you
yeah,
look at the
true.
ratio equivalent,
Bet.
it's much higher. There's
Yeah.
still a lot more men in here. But we managed to have tournaments where what was in that we did like a boys versus girls tournament, didn't
Yeah,
we?
the Battle of the
Fold.
Sexes.
Battle of the
Yeah, we did
Sexes
the Battle of the
tournament.
Sexes.
And
Yeah,
how many
we had
were
to
in
have
that?
some of the guys play as the girls.
We had
was 64 to
32 men and
32.
32 women, yeah.
Wow, nice.
It really, it's not that
On
there was
you.
no more women left. It's
Fold.
like not everyone signed up for the tournament, so
Yeah, sure.
we had to take what we can get.
But we were better. We were better on the second one. Believe it or not, the first one we had to have the men, some of the men, be the women, to
Yeah.
fill in the
Yeah.
part. But on the second one, we didn't need any men.
Mhm.
So
Nice.
within the span of those two tournaments, more women joined.
Yep.
So we wouldn't have
Awesome.
to get the men.
And the
Fold.
final table of the high roller VRPT, the final VRPT
Fold.
of the year, of the season, the
Oh.
first, second, and
Mine
third went to
brother, yeah.
women.
Call.
It
Yes.
was
Oh, wow.
myself. It was
Awesome.
Cash won. I came second, and Lima King came
Raise
third.
it up.
Crushing it.
Call.
So, what do you think
Well,
are
the flop.
important qualities for an ambassador to have?
Bet.
People skills.
Yeah.
I think like you really have to be a people's person.
Mhm.
Let's say
Fold.
Jordan in female form. That should be the.
Jordan and
That's it.
female.
Very well articulate and able to communicate with everybody,
Mhm.
the quiet ones like me, or I think that's what
Truly.
would be a great ambassador.
I think like especially when Twitch poker and I guess the VR community as well is so much community focused, you definitely want someone who's going to be active in the community, be vocal in the community, and like represent the people well for sure.
Raise it up.
Active and vocal. I can't think of
come
any
on.
of the top 3 women that
That's a
meet that
call.
criteria.
But I think the guys generally enjoy, like Dr. Vaca,
Fold.
having the women on the table. Being
Fold.
have a lot of fun.
I think
Let
that's
your hair down, so to speak.
Fold.
I think that's another reason why the women don't feel
Player
intimidated
folds.
playing in VR, because the men are really respectful towards the women. I mean, they have to be, because we've earned our place
Nice.
here. We've proven that we're
Yeah.
as good as them, and we have to say the dev team are really, really
Call.
hot on any kind of discrimination, or they don't
Oh,
tolerate it at
That's
all.
really
but
good.
Yeah, we like a
Fold.
big, huge poker
Fold.
family. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
We're like one
That's
big
the
one-
best way to
one
be.
big
with
poker
family
Fold.
squabbles, obviously.
Definitely.
Check.
I mean, what family
Player
isn't like
checks.
mildly dysfunctional, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. I feel
Fold.
like we spend too much time seeing each other.
Player
When you
folds.
think about it.
Yeah, we do.
Like, I see Cash almost every weekend.
I looked at my hours on my laptop. I had over 2,000 hours just on
Raise.
this game.
Oh my
I
God.
couldn't even tell you what it says on the new computer. So
You had such a
Oh.
grind
Yeah,
to
I
become
spend a lot of
ambassador,
time
though.
here.
It was
Oh.
crazy. You
Yeah.
worked your
Yeah.
ass off grinding those low tables.
Yeah.
That's how we found
Fold.
Bird Dog.
Yeah.
Dog.
Flop.
Yes, absolutely.
And-
I mean,
and
Awesome.
you
Check.
wouldn't believe the characters of women that are in
Check.
the low stakes. I could have just went there and got votes and then left or whatever. But I
Player
actually
checks.
stayed
The
at those
turn.
tables and I played and laughed and laughed and laughed. I had such a good time. You wouldn't believe the cast of characters in the
Player
low
bets.
stakes.
So, Bird Dog and
The
Drown the
turn.
Witch, do you know each other?
No, I think Drown plays mostly sit and goes, and Bird Dog is low stakes, correct? I believe so.
Yeah,
Player
I
bets.
play 25, 50.
Right.
Nice.
Every once in a while I'll get in that
Fold.
$100 one, but that's only
Right,
when I'm
right.
feeling good.
There's a
Yeah.
big
It's
jump,
actually my
though.
husband that plays, but I've been taking over the computer and playing this, so it's been a little sad because I've been taken over.
Same story here. I actually bought the laptop and the Rift for my husband for Christmas. I took it over.
I bought the Oculus Rift for Ashley for Christmas 2 years ago, and I think he played in it twice, and then I just took it
Fold.
over. It became mine.
Nice.
Question from Bill Steckler to the group: did you all learn to play in VR or in real life?
Call.
I'm assuming GJ learned to play in
The
real life.
flop.
Yeah, well, it depends if you play it online, like online in real
Check.
life, but not like live.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Check.
Because I'd been
Check.
playing online
Check.
for
Player checks.
a good while first before I
turn.
went to my first sort of casino game. I had
Check.
a few like home games and stuff at uni with friends, but never like I don't know, never really took anything too seriously. So yeah,
Check.
there's that. How about everyone else?
Check.
Let's
Check.
see. My father used
Check.
to play have a poker game
river.
every Friday night. That's how I pretty much learned. And then that was just straight, poker, 7-card stud,
Bet.
Draw poker, that kind of thing. But I never knew anything about Texas Hold'em
Call.
until I actually watched Chris Moneymaker on the WSOP
Fold.
win.
Nice.
And then
Fold.
that's when I got the fever for
Fold.
Texas Hold'em.
Showdown.
Wow.
Straight.
And I would go to the casino,
Play with him in
there.
VR. You actually
Yeah,
know
that's
him
Exactly.
insane, isn't it?
personally.
Exactly.
That's
It's
actually really
Talk
crazy.
to
insane.
him.
It's crazy.
For those people who don't play VR and are watching, we have Chris Moneymaker on our table usually every week, sometimes twice a week. He comes in, he sits and chills and plays with us and chats and tells us about his life and where he's flying to.
Oh
And
gosh.
it's amazing.
Player is all in.
I don't think there's anywhere
Fold.
else where you can have the... Oh,
Fold.
Jay's all in.
Yeah, but all in.
Yes,
Oh.
all in. I don't have that many chips left, so I'm gonna go for it.
There you go. Short stacked.
Yep.
I'd
This
be
is my
tempted
comfort zone though,
not
short stack.
to,
So
but-
Call.
We have
you'll
a
be fine. It's
call.
all right.
Baby bubbles.
Player
Let's
fold.
go.
Yes. Now you're gonna make me short stack.
Fold.
I would usually fold this, but I think with my stack size, this should be a fold. Guys, this should be a fold. Don't beat me up. I'm calling.
All right, all good.
Can we just check all the way down? Yeah, thank you.
You can check it all the way down
I-
until I
If you
hit.
wanna put some
Check.
chips in now, are you
Check.
okay?
The river.
It's gonna be a dry pot.
Check.
Right into a dry
Nobody look. Nobody look at my
Check.
cards. Stop looking.
Straight.
Wait.
Wow,
straight.
that was a
Straight.
big
Straight is a
call.
nice hand.
That was a big
Nice.
call with
GG.
Queen 9 bubbles. GG.
Sorry.
GG.
Oh,
And we have
GG.
some nice GJReggie eliminated graphics coming across the screen now, just to rub it
Oh
in.
yes.
Please
Fold.
stick
All
around,
good.
GJ.
We can
Please stick around.
Yeah, of course. No, I'm all right to just stick around, hang out, chill.
Fold.
This VR poker, I'm definitely the fish in the
Fold.
game, so I'll learn from you guys. Stick around, watch.
Bird Dog, where did you learn how to play poker?
Player is all
Sorry.
in.
I actually played when I was younger. My parents taught us. We're a gambling family.
Fold.
Nice.
Nice.
So I learned that way, and then
You Jen
my
and
husband got into it. Yeah, and he actually played in the World Series of Poker. He's not
Wow.
a big hot shot or anything
Wow.
like that, but he got to play last year, and him and his buddies
Wow.
like to play, and I like to watch. So
Oh,
Player
nice.
fold.
my way of playing
Call.
too.
It was he in the main event?
Call.
No, I mean he.
Fold.
I'm thinking that he was playing something like the monster stack. I think.
Okay.
There's
Did he manage to min
several
cash?
games. I'm sorry. Say again.
Did he cash? Did he manage to cash?
No,
No.
he did not. But he did very well. Very, very well.
Congratulations.
I was very happy for him.
My boyfriend taught me how to play
Player
poker in
checks.
real life.
Check.
So we
Player
used to go to
checks.
college and have little
Check.
poker
The
games
turn.
at lunch breaks and stuff. And then
Check.
we went down to
Check.
the local pub when
Check.
we were 18,
Check.
and then we played
The river.
little tournaments there. And I was pretty bad at them. I mean, I still am bad at poker, but it is a learning curve.
PokerStars VR School. That's what
Fold.
it's there for. Shameless plug.
Quick plug that in there quickly.
Shameless plug. You too can learn how to play
Player
poker on the PokerStars VR School website. Diva 007.
Call.
Yes.
Where did you learn to play
Fold.
poker?
Okay. I was 9 years old.
Oh.
And my father used to have these big poker parties. And me being 9 years old, I literally used to sit there
Raise.
and watch. And I learned just by watching. And then one morning, I asked my father, "You want to play cards?" And he was like, "Yeah."
Oh.
So I dealt Texas Hold'em. And we started
Nice.
playing. And I was hooked ever since I was
Fold.
the only 9-year-old in that room at the tables playing with the
Oh.
adults. He used to have big, huge poker parties. There was tables
Oh.
everywhere. And I
The flop.
just sat there with my father and played with them. It was so lit.
Crazy.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Check. Check.
Drown the word?
Check.
I
Check.
learned to play poker offline on Friday afternoon games.
Player is all in.
But I used to be really bad then, and I mostly learned to actually play the game well on VR.
Oh, really?
Fold.
So you kind of got the basics in real life and then came into VR and honed your skills, so to speak. Nice.
Fold.
Smells so good.
You mean Texas Hold'em or
Fold.
just poker?
Texas Hold'em, I think.
Call.
Oh, it was Facebook singer. Oh, I cannot
Oh,
remember.
wow,
but-
wow. That's an admission.
It was like 10 years ago.
Oh.
I was in high school. I remember I was in high school, and
Oh.
every day after school, I
Check.
just play on that till 2
The
a.m.
flop.
So from 5
Wow.
p.m. to
Check.
2 a.m.
Player check.
play money.
Check.
And then on my Facebook,
Love it.
I will post every single hand I have.
Check.
You know, you can share your hand. I share every single hand.
Do you find you're taken as
The
seriously on the tables as the male players, and have you had any prejudice in VR or in real life?
In real life, I play more here than I do in real life now. So
Yeah,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think that kind of says it
Absolutely.
all.
Fold.
I think sometimes on the lower tables
Fold.
there can be some prejudice
Yes.
against women in VR.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Fold.
On the micro stakes, where there tends to be a lot of new
Call.
players who haven't really
That's a call.
bonded in the community yet, don't really get the feel of the
Right.
game.
Call.
Sometimes they can be
Call.
problematic towards women, which
Oh.
is a problem because when women first
The
join the
flop.
game, that's where they start out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's impossible
Bet.
to police those tables. You just have to hope that the women kind of make it up to the next levels,
Fold.
and which I think generally
Call.
they do, and I think they generally stick
Call.
together a lot. But on the higher
turn.
tables, I haven't had any prejudice at all. If anything, it's the opposite way round. I think the men are quite scared of the women in VR.
Bet.
What do you think, man?
You were all pro-
I was going to do a win song for everyone.
Oh my god, please!
So obviously Diva 007 will
that?
get
Oh,
gold.
wow.
Finger, do, do, do. I might
No,
add
I
it in
really think
later.
you should do that. I am so
The
for
flop.
that.
I love big pots and I cannot lie. But I was at the turn with it. She just went one more time. 800
Fine.
little
Folded it on the
That's
floor.
how the Jack treat me.
Those jacks
Yeah,
are bad
go
boys. They're
back.
not good like your
Raise.
boyfriends.
Yeah.
Antoine wants to know
Oh,
everyone's
yeah.
favourite hands.
Fold.
Ooh.
Me?
Okay, let
The
me ask
winning
the
hand.
question. What are the favourite hands? Let's get some info from the ladies.
I honestly was going to say that, but
On you.
everybody wants that.
Raise.
Growler.
Yeah? Sorry, did I throw
She's
chips
asking
in? I'm
about
sorry.
favorite hands, so.
I wasn't concentrating. Oh, shit.
Oh, she even threw the dog in. She threw the dog in.
Okay, that means if I call and I win, I get your dog. It went over the line.
Oh no, I took it back. Did you see I took bingo back?
Fold.
Good luck, ladies.
Fold. Player is all in.
Ooh, I got a caller.
Oh my
You gotta go, you
days.
gotta go.
Player
I mean,
folds.
me, I'm talking about.
Go big or go home.
This is a huge fold. If we make this, it's huge.
On you.
I'm so sure I'm ahead right now. I'm folding.
See, isn't
Fold.
this what you do when you make sure that you put them?
Yeah,
the
I
Give
should.
her a king.
boyfriend!
I'm
Oh
like,
my
I'm
God.
gonna take a 10
Don't
or
do
a
it.
king.
Don't
10 or
do
an
it.
ace, 10 or ace king. Ah, you got it.
Wow. Wow.
Nice.
What? You
I was
took
just
my
up on the big
boyfriend!
table.
I took your boyfriend right after you mentioned it.
We
Your
should have
boyfriend
called,
came over
guys.
to me.
These have come to me.
Why? What did you have? Did
I
you have
had
straight?
9. Steve would have taken some, but I'd have taken a bigger side pot from you than. Never
Okay.
mind. Never mind.
Call.
I don't have much left.
Player is
No,
all
it was
in.
only what 500 and some.
Good luck.
Call.
Good luck.
What?
Smells.
I'm still at my
Ooh,
starting
I'm hearing
stack.
funny bingy
Thank
noises.
you. Diva,
Fold.
you know what?
Yes.
That's a call.
Stars nuts went in the
I did not
bin.
ask your boyfriends to come to me. I didn't ask,
Can't,
but
can't fold
I
them.
thanked them.
The flop.
I was asking them to come to me though. They should have come to me.
They got confused.
The
No,
turn.
you seduced my boyfriend, Diva. It's
I
okay.
told you. I told you.
Check.
I love
The
it.
river.
I actually love it. It's great.
Check. Player
I probably
check.
should not have folded that.
Showdown.
I
One
think
and
that was a
back on the
pity
boyfriend's
visit. That was a
side.
pity visit. That was a sloppy seconds
That was
visit.
a pretty visit
There's
over
some
there.
more
Thank
teeth
you.
too.
Up.
I asked them to come for me. I was like, give them a call. Hey, come for me.
Cocktail. She took my sloppy
Player is
seconds.
all in.
Oh, thank you.
It's my
I
turn.
can't have any. I'm driving.
Fold.
Oh, I have a good hand too.
How good?
Not that good.
Fold. Fold. Fold.
Tron the Witch has a big decision.
That's a call.
Oh,
Jesus,
ouch.
thank you.
Fold, stars nuts.
The flop.
Oh,
Turn.
Where was my ace?
oh,
king, never mind.
ouch.
Showdown. One
Wow.
GJReggie,
Wow.
please.
Are you too?
I'm waiting for the growler is
Okay,
eliminated.
okay. Am I the next one? Start from this and the next one.
Yeah, we're going around the table.
Shame, the shame.
Here, Growler.
Thank you,
There go.
thank you. I
Cocktail
need
to cheer
that.
you up.
I've definitely earned that. I folded it when I should have called, and then shoved when I should have folded.
So difficult.
Call.
Well,
Fold.
You hurt me.
Here we
Diva.
are.
we are, GJ.
Lo siento,
I should have done that with
Those
you
two
after
out.
me.
Shall we go to the
Right.
bar
I
and come
know.
back when they've done?
Champs- yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Cheers to that, eh?
I've drank mine. I'm one drink ahead
I
of
don't
you now.
want to do
You need to
it. I
catch
don't
up.
want to do it. Am I
Right.
going to be the next one? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Player is all in.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god.
I want to call this so
man.
bad, and I have to. I have to.
I
gotta call
don't know why I did this, but
All right. Well, since they're figuring that all out, what do you think
Player
that
is all
I
in.
don't know
Poker
what did I
Stars
do
is
that.
looking
I'm
for
out. I
Oh.
know I am.
in
Oh,
an
no,
ambassador
no.
for PokerStars VR?
Ooh,
Here's the
give them aces.
I definitely think they'll
And
be
the
looking
No, not now.
someone who's going to be involved in the community and someone who's going to be that person to be that connection with the players.
Wow.
And the
Yes.
staff team for sure.
Are you going to be a
discussed.
next one,
GG.
John?
Right.
Smells is gone.
But
Smells
with
is
the
gone.
PokerStars VR people or PokerStars themselves? Or
Are you
try
going to be a next
get
one?
them into poker?
No, don't leave.
I think both for sure.
Okay.
Because I think it would be really
stay in
cool if
chat.
we could somehow like
I'm
integrate
just joking.
the
Yes,
rest
save,
of kind of
thank
the
you.
ambassadors in the community as a whole, and then the streams as well, and putting out content on VR. Because like Growler said, like I think VR is definitely going to get bigger and bigger.
Definitely.
And then you've got all
Player
the kind of
phones.
EPT VR events now as an aside to the EPTs that we've got going on live. I
That's
think
a
they
call.
work really well in conjunction together, just to help grow the game.
That's a
but yeah,
call.
I think.
Here's the flop.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, right, okay.
Bet.
Yeah, because this is unknown territory for all of us too. So
Yeah, for sure.
The biggest difference is how ambassadors are usually
Fold.
chosen. So how is an ambassador usually chosen, GJ?
Call.
Well, I'll be
The
honest.
turn.
I'm not
Player
entirely
checks.
sure because I don't think
Check.
I necessarily came through a
river.
conventional route of becoming an ambassador. I think over the years, traditionally,
bets.
the people have been professional poker players, live
Fold.
players who have a very good reputation in the game, who've done very well at the game, who sort of get sponsored and signed on by companies to represent them. Whereas I myself, when I joined PokerStars, I wasn't a professional. I didn't play high stakes.
Call.
I haven't exactly won a lot of money playing
Fold.
poker necessarily, but because of the fact that I
Call.
produce content and I'd built a small
Call.
community and I'd worked hard to get to the position I was
Check.
in, they decided to.
Here's the
They
flop.
just reached out to me and offered me a contract for the
Check.
stream team. So
Check.
I think in a sense the VR ambassador will be a bit more similar to
I'm sorry.
to
Bet.
the way I came through, in that it's someone who's helped build a community, who's really active involved, helps content creation, as well as I think as well, like we're a bit more relatable, more down to earth for majority of the customers in terms of I don't play high stakes.
Fold.
Right,
right.
I play micro stakes, anything from like
Check.
$2 to $11, which is what the
The
majority
river.
of the community plays. So it's a
Check.
lot more relatable, and I think they're kind of moving to that direction where they've
Player
got
checks.
people representing
Showdown.
like a larger portion of the
pair.
actual player pool, you know?
Yeah. So they're moving away from the bigger, like unapproachable names like Daniel Negreanu and that kind of person to people who are relatable and that you can have a chat with and talk about what you have for dinner.
Exactly.
The difference in VR is that I don't know
Oh,
if
you
you
smell
know what
something.
happened, GJ, but they ran
Here's the flop.
competition
Player check.
where there are 10 ways to qualify for the final 10 and one person qualifies
Player
for
is
each
all
route.
in.
And
Okay.
then we are not sure what's happening now. So the final 10 have been announced, and
Fold.
we have an idea that we have to
Fold.
make a video that's not edited explaining why we want to be the VR ambassador. Nothing's been confirmed yet, so we're a bit kind of in limbo and excited, waiting to hear what the next steps are. But it's very much been a competition to win it, and everyone who's in it brings
Fold.
something different to the table.
Yeah.
And so it's really hard to know what they're looking for, what they want,
Player fold.
what the
Okay.
ambassador will have to do.
Fold.
And we're not really going to have any idea of
Oh.
what role they want the ambassador
Player checks.
to, what they want them to
Here's the
focus on and how different it will be
Player
in VR
check.
from real
Sure.
life until they've actually
Check.
chosen. Because everybody
turn.
represents
Yeah.
something
Player
completely
check.
different and brings something
Check.
different to the table.
The river.
Yeah.
Check.
Naturally, because the 10 routes were also
Player
different, weren't they?
bets. Fold.
Yeah. Definitely.
So were some of them sort of things like whoever won the most tournaments and then others kind
Yes.
of less
So one of them was
poker-based?
for most points won the player of the year in the VRPTs. There was one for
Okay.
a popular vote. There was one
Right.
for content made. One for the person that helps the most
Raise.
on Discord.
Yeah.
Then it was
Player
a draw
folds.
from who played the most hands. So every hand you played, you got a ticket into a draw. There was even a spin wheel in the
Fold.
lobby, and when you if you landed on Ambassador, you got
Fold.
a ticket into a draw for that spot.
Fold.
Okay.
And it was very varied, so that it was a mixture between people working hard and people just getting it through luck. But
Through luck, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, but I think most of the people in the top 10 are people that are really big in the game and in the community and represent something, and it's worked out quite well. It's just we don't know where we're going to go now, do we, girls?
As I say, it's uncharted territory for all of us.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, given that everyone, like you say, in the top 10 is such a well-known member of the community, I think
that's a call.
I don't really know the process of choosing an ambassador, but I think it's going to be incredibly difficult.
Raise.
And a decision that'll be really well considered for sure. From just the competition that myself and Pi held not that long ago, to pick a winner for something that's hugely important like this, you've got to take so many different things into account. And
player check.
I don't envy the job of picking PokerStars VR Ambassador.
Yeah.
You know what? Since we're on the stream, maybe you can explain what a poker pass is, or platinum pass. I'm sorry, platinum pass is.
Yeah, of course. So Platinum Pass is essentially a package to play in the PokerStars Players No Limit Hold'em Championship in Barcelona this year. It runs from August 20th to August 24th. And it consists of the $25,000 buy-in to the event. So it's a 25k tournament, and then you've got some money, 5k for expenses, travel, accommodation, etc. to do that. So it's going to be an insane event, one of the biggest 25ks, if not the biggest 25k that they've ever run. They did this in the Bahamas. That was the first PSPC. They gave away a bunch of platinum passes for that as well. And they're doing a similar sort of promo this time around, giving people a chance to essentially play this ridiculous tournament for free.
Does she think PokerStars will continue to add to the stream team in the future? Perhaps more so since some of the bigger names have moved on.
Fold. And the turn.
I'll be honest, I don't know. In terms of adding more people to kind of the team online stream roster, I don't think
the river.
Probably not right now, because it's pretty like it hasn't been that long since they added quite a lot of streamers last year. So they took on myself, Pi, Pleb, Ali, the entire OP Poker team, and a bunch of Spanish and French streamers as well. So it's not even been a year yet since we've joined the team. So I don't think necessarily in the near future, but you never know what might happen there. I think that they've really invested in Twitch, right, PokerStars? They've really invested in Twitch and their streamers over the last few years. They've got this whole Twitch account linking thing now as well. I think they're really going to be using Twitch more and taking advantage of the community that they've got there a lot more.
Player check.
So you never know.
And
you really never know.
Check.
Just and you got to keep grinding, right? Dave, Fat Bob, I see you both in the chat. If you keep streaming, you never know what might happen. If I can do it, right? He's here. I see him. I see Fat Bob in the chat.
Check.
I heard a rumor straight from the horse's mouth that we might be having a Richie Rob in PokerStars VR very soon, and he has offered to special guest on this show, so that will be an interesting one.
Oh yes,
girls, you're gonna love Richie Rob.
I mean, we do love Richie on the channel, don't we?
Yeah.
He was one of the winners of the Platinum Passes as well that we gave away. So.
He was very well deserved as well. We have in the lead with 3,470. We have Baby Bubbles. In second with 2,610 is Drown the Witch. Oh no! Because Bird Dog's just stolen the lead just slightly ahead of Baby Bubbles now.
No,
that last time. Nice job, Bird Dog.
I'm joking.
And we have Diva 007 and then Cashmere as the short stack, and she's all in.
Go on, I'll call you.
That's a call.
She has two callers.
Oh, look at this! I'm not
Everybody calls.
Everybody calls.
Hope you got some.
Well, you can quadruple it.
Player check. Check. The turn.
The donkey is perfect for Richie.
Check. Player checks. The river.
No, there's no snake props.
I'll be joining the ladies here, drinking my sorrow.
Yeah. Cheers.
6-7 super. 6-7 suited. Nice hand, Baby Bubbles.
So it's go from one and then second like this.
Fold.
I wonder if they'll have VR at Lex Live again, do you know? I don't know if you've heard. Because Dave
I've
could have a
heard
go at
this.
the VR there, potentially.
I've heard there's some fun VR plans for Lex Live. We are having a VR
Ooh,
meetup
really?
at Lex Live, GJReggie, did you know? We
Yes,
have at least 10 people
see.
confirmed. Yeah. At least 10
Nice.
people
That's
confirmed.
sick.
More on the not
Oh.
too sure but hopefully list. And
Alright,
we're gonna
sweet.
have our
Oh.
own streamed
They have to bring
tables
their
from
crest with
there to this channel.
Raise it.
We're hopefully going to
Awesome.
have mixed real life and VR tournaments. So there'll be like a shootout on a VR table, a shootout on a live table, and then the winners go head to head in VR from Lex Live.
Fold.
We've got all sorts of crazy
Sick.
plans.
Fold.
And we're going to stream
Ah,
the
that
live
sounds
table
awesome.
and the VR table side by side on this channel.
That would be really cool. That would be.
Have you
that
never
sounds
tried
sick.
VR, New Dave? Have you you didn't try it at the last Lex Live?
I don't think
Fold.
so. They didn't.
You weren't allowed
They
to play
didn't
with
let
them.
that many people try it. Yeah, I was gonna
Oh.
say they didn't let
Okay.
that many people. We were like
Thanks,
guarding
thanks.
the equipment.
Yeah, well
Thankfully.
this year I'm turning
Um,
up with Quest headsets and you can all try it. The graphics aren't quite as good in Quest.
Woo.
The quality's not quite as good, but they work mobile without a PC
Oh.
and everyone can have a try.
And the turn.
Nice. So how many we got left now? 4. We're down to the
Four.
final
We are down to 4. 4
players.
ladies and they are
Alright.
battling hard and they're fairly even.
The blinds
Oh.
are 100, 200.
We have Diva
Yeah,
007
they're
with
huge.
575.
Big
Baby
one.
Bubbles is in the lead
Alright.
with 5,000. And then in second place, Drown the Witch with 3,100. And in third, we have Bird Dog with 2,500.
Player
Okay,
bets.
how many are getting
Just-
paid in this?
3.
Well, I'm short stacked,
three.
so I gotta do
Player
it.
bets all in.
Okay, well, good luck. We've got an all in
That's
from
a
Diva
call.
007.
All in.
The
And
turn.
Get it.
call from Bird Dog.
Oh,
10
shit,
Jack
the
versus Jack
10.
8.
The river.
Nope.
Okay.
Domination Nation.
Nice.
One pair.
Good game. GG Diva 007.
Great game. Great game. I don't want to punch my monitor.
Well played.
Okay, but now you have to tell me what you have
What?
on that.
Actually, I had
Thinking about
trips. I had trips. I had trip
Okay, good.
trip
All right.
10.
How's your ping pong, Diva 007?
My what?
Oh.
Your table tennis. Are you any good at table tennis? Beer
Oh.
pong?
Check. The
I
flop.
have not played table tennis in a long time.
Wow.
Are you talking about VR
Bet.
table tennis or
No,
real?
I'm talking about
Oh,
real life
no,
table
no.
tennis at
Real
Lex
life.
Live.
No,
Yeah.
drink. What? Beer pong, right? Is that
Yeah,
what
well,
you're saying?
No, she
They'll
said
play a
ping
bit-
pong.
Yeah, there'll be ping pong, there'll be beer
Both.
pong,
Both,
both.
basically.
The
Oh,
turn.
okay.
I think I'm kind of dope at ping pong, even though I haven't played in like 5 years.
Okay, it's on. We are streaming
Player
a
bets.
movie you ping
It's
pong.
on, yeah. I fucking
It's
love
it.
on,
Oh.
bitch.
The river.
I love it.
We need a prop bet,
Bet.
on that. I think we need a side
Oh.
bet. Well,
Showdown.
Jordan can
Oh, yeah.
set the odds.
Two pair.
Well, even money, he'll
The
say.
price of poker is going up. Raise. Call. Fold. Here's the flop.
Aggressively throwing chips.
Check. Bet.
Diva's gone.
Call. The turn.
All right.
Check.
I
We have gone to
got,
the turn.
I got 15 invites. I got 15 invites in my thing right here. Let's see.
Well, you get the votes.
Player
Now you have to
bets.
play with them. You have to pay. Pay your bets.
Exactly. Stakes,
That's a
25.50.
The river.
Silly boy Joshua.
Check.
I only have 12
Game.
invites, Cash, so I feel jealous now.
Yeah. Well,
Check.
25.50.
Showdown.
Check on the
Sorry, I have
river
to take
and
mine.
Listen.
Queen.
Sway.
I was so
Sway
scared.
is not going to forgive me.
Don't be
Fine.
sweating there.
I've had 2 bottles of water today and
Oh.
1 can of lemonade. So to be fair,
That's
I
a
think
call.
I am pretty hydrated.
Check. Here's the flop.
And now we're on equal stacks virtually with 3,500, 3,600, and 3,500.
Raise it.
Every pot's
Mm.
gonna matter now.
It might be
Yes,
time
yes,
for a
yes.
three-way split.
Player folds.
We're chopping it up.
Yeah,
Call.
let's do it.
The turn. Check.
Can we do it? Three-way split?
Player bets.
If I could, I would let you do it.
We already
but-
tried
Oh.
that.
The river.
BRPG.
Check. Player checks.
All the way down.
Showdown.
Showdown. Queen
Two
9 will
pair.
take it. 2 pair.
Nice on the river.
Mm-hmm.
That's a call.
Cupid says he's just a
Check.
no-name. No one knows who
flop.
he is, don't worry.
Everybody knows who he is.
Check.
Everybody.
Check. Player check.
Those are my bird dogs.
Turn.
Hey, Sway, I know you're watching. Stop pressing the invite button.
Check.
So popular.
Oh, wow.
Bet.
All
Call.
right, money going in. Still 3 ways.
Fold from
Fold.
bird dog.
Fold.
The river.
Heads up to
Oh,
the
here we
river.
go.
Potential
No, that
flush
was the
out there.
receipt.
Maybe
Player
some straights
bets.
as well. Bubbles is gonna barrel. What are we saying?
Call. Showdown.
Calls.
2 pair.
5.
Nice.
2 pair takes it. Nice hands.
And that leaves
Bubbles, where are you from?
Baby Bubbles in the lead.
I'm from the UK.
Oh, very nice.
Baby Bubbles is the Queen of Devon. I'm gonna
You want
pretend.
me to
I'm go-
commentate? I'll commentate. I
Oh.
think this is a hand you should definitely shove with.
Okay, she's keeping it 100. Yeah, let's commentate. Let's do it.
Fold.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, which folds is on dog here? I'm sorry, bird dog here. What will she do?
Like a
She's
pro.
letting the
right
timer
here.
run out. And she folds.
Okay, 585.
Blinds are now
585.
300,
You guys are the boss of
600.
this game.
Wow.
Let's
Player
get
is
it.
all in.
Let's get it.
All in.
Player
All
is
right.
all in.
Oof.
We got action.
Let's get it.
Girl, I love you, but I don't have the good cards, so.
Fold.
No worries.
She was like,
The
I
flop.
got
Yeah,
it.
Extra
Queen
gas.
7 off, face Jack
The
6
turn.
Well, she need that
suited.
7.
Order
Lend
dime.
her your
Dum,
7.
dum,
Oh, fuck.
Showdown. 1 pair.
And it's a double up for Drown the Witch.
Gets the
You
double.
would have won that pot,
Nice.
right?
Nice.
No, 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 no. no.
Ah, okay.
I don't think I've ever seen 3 people get this deep
Raise.
like this. We're on 300, 600.
Player
I
fold.
should have known it was going to be this
There
competitive.
you go,
that
girl.
everyone's...
That's right.
Player
Get it.
is all in.
That's what we're talking about.
Player is
There you
all
go.
in.
Get it, girl. It's a
Oh.
poker game. Let's get it.
The flop.
Pocket
Oh,
fives,
fives, do
at risk
three.
versus
This
2
is
3.
And the turn.
Mm.
The river.
I think the fives are good.
Yep, so.
Yep.
Yep.
Showdown.
What are
And
your
the
fives?
fives take
Another
it,
double.
Damn.
which leaves Baby Bubbles
in the
as a short
game.
stack. Brown the Witch
Took a
is
heavy
back in the
slide.
game.
All right, now. Baby Bubbles is short stacked.
Too tight. So tight.
Player is all in. Fold.
Oh, Smithy the Hobbit is
Now,
your
this
real
was
name,
a
Jordan?
tournament.
Have you been
Yes.
outed?
Call.
Yeah, that's
He's been
The
outed
flop.
on
that
stream
is
again.
actually Smithy's.
The turn.
Although not the same Jordan from VR.
Boom.
Just to
The
go-
river.
Cupid says,
Right here.
everyone
Boom, boom.
loves a limp pot.
Showdown.
Nice.
Flush.
Oh!
Nice.
Good game, Baby Bubbles.
Good game, hon.
Well done, well
GG, Baby
done.
Bubbles.
Thank you.
GG.
And you got the money. Is this one
At
big
least you
money?
get your chips back.
Thank you. Yeah,
And
Oh,
I
it's
get
my
my.
one. This one is
I get
400.
1,140,000.
Nice.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, we were already at the table 24 hours. What difference did it make?
So why not just stream it?
Raise.
Reggie is flexing with her real money. She's flexing her dev build over there. Is that camera
Oh.
okay? Can you see?
The flop.
Oh,
running out
Cupid says it's
moment like that?
perfecto.
Okay, let me see. Let me look at the score.
What other cool stuff do I have? in
Okay.
here?
Player bet.
This could
So
be
we
it.
still have.
This
Oh,
is it.
Player is all in.
this is the
The
one.
turn.
This is the
Oh,
one.
she's
Jack
the queen.
7 versus Queen 6, and she
Showdown.
takes down with the Queen
Take it.
6.
Good. Oh.
Mm.
Nice.
Nope. That leaves
did a
Bird Dog
glove.
with the short stack. But they're virtually even, actually. It's not a short stack. So Bird Dog has 5,500 and Drown the Witch has 5,800.
Okay, you know what I suggest? Okay,
Fold.
this is going to be like a live show every week, right?
Yeah.
I think, now hear me out. I think that we all should play. Like Jordan needs to put the million in for all of us. We should not be using our money, right? We're doing it.
Player is all in.
But yet we can win. But yet we can win. Like I think
A free roll every week.
I think that's right.
What
We
do
should
you
be
guys
covering
say?
your expenses. And yeah, it
We
should
need to
be
be
fair.
paid.
I
We need to
agree
be
with
paid
that.
to do this, right?
If everybody has to
I
DM
want a
Jordan
star
about
on my
that.
door.
They need to cover us. I think they need to cover us.
That's right.
I
wanna
want
make a person.
M&Ms, but only the yellow ones.
No, I
Love
really
it.
think
love
Jeff
it.
and Jordan, if you are watching, we all agree, right, that they cover us for
Yep.
like us
And
sitting
pay
here.
us,
I think
pay
they need to
us.
cover us.
Pay us
$1
$15
million per seat. Pay our seat. And we will be here on time
That's a call.
once
Dress
a week.
up.
Yeah.
All dressed
Yep.
up.
I mean,
Ladies,
Check. Check.
we need
for,
to pay us.
for $1 million for free, I'll sit here naked. I'm just saying.
Check.
I had enough having to film
So what do
Granny
you say,
Dirty naked.
Jeff Jordan? Is the deal? I think they should like that
I think
idea.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
I agree.
it's like we're the View. Like we
Player
are the
check.
View of poker.
Check.
We are they
The
are
river.
Q7.
What more do you want?
Q7 of poker.
Yeah.
Player is all in.
There's a flush on the board. It's flushy and straighty. You like my commentary? It's
Call.
very detailed.
Do I love it. I love it.
The 6
Oh,
versus
and
the
the
9.
nine
Oh,
was flush.
Six for you.
And it
Sorry.
goes to Drown the
Drown the
Witch.
Wave,
To
everybody.
Jane
Yeah.
to Jane. Drown the Witch.
I'll
Would you
do.
like to give your winner's speech?
Who would you like to thank? Tell the world, because the world is watching.
I'm terrible at speeches, but thanks for letting me play, and it was an amazing time.
Drown the Witch, you are the
you
winner of
I
the
think
first
it was
ever
fun.
women streaming
I'm
poker.
up to being thanked. I had you with the
Hey.
Good job.
I think
Thank
it was
you
fun
very
and
much,
eventful.
ladies. It's been really
Thank
lovely
you.
playing with you
Thank
all.
you.
Thank you so much.
I'll
you
see
for
you
having
all
us. Thank you.
next week. Probably the same time, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And GJ, thank you so much.
Thank you.
No worries.
Yes,
Nice
very,
meeting
very,
you.
very
Yeah,
nice
nice
to
to
meet
meet
you.
you.
Me too.
Giving us
Say
your time.
something. Hey, don't go yet.
And good luck,
No worries.
Ambassador
Say
ladies.
something.
Yeah, love you.
Yeah.
love
This
you.
one,
Take care.
hey.
Bye.
Oh,
See
I cannot
you.
open it. How do I
Hot
open
bottles, bottle popping time.
it?
Woo!
Hey.
Shake it up. Can I
Get
get
music.
a